I couldn't even get all in that mix. I couldn't even get all in that mix.
She cut herself
You
out.
started this, Ray. I could have got some answers out of her, but you messed it all up. And Keisha, go get that food out your cheeks.
And
your cheeks look fine, Keisha. Stop letting Buddy bully you. Say some shit back.
How did I start it?
Because when I asked Lena what she was doing that weekend, when she was out here stepping on necks, you said minding her business when she was really about to tell me before you said something.
Are you sure she was gonna answer your question?
You are not talking to the St. Louis Creole bombshell like that.
You know what? I respect the name after them thirst trap pictures.
I mean, I guess what people fail to realize when you ask certain questions,
it was not a thirst trap.
Yeah, I
don't think it was a thirst trap, man.
Yeah,
but when you make it out to be something that's and then she don't answer the questions he asked, because if you had just been like, you look nice, you might have got a response to your question. But when you told this girl she was a thirst trap and then come back and say, what was you doing? How the fuck do you expect an answer?
Because I got to know.
You ain't got to know shit.
Who?
Who don't?
Lena, so where you was going, Lena? You was going to the club?
If you out here watching, let us know that you watching, yo. Hit us up with something, goddamn.
You was going to the club?
No, I don't really do clubs.
Hookah lounge?
I was minding the business that pays me.
Hey,
he is trying.
I
can't hear shit.
But buddy, go ahead and dive deep, my nigga. Dive deep, buddy.
I'm trying to know what's going on. That's it.
What's going on?
What pays you?
But why is that your business? Why is that your business? What's going on?
Business
why is that your business, buddy?
It's my business because I can figure myself out. Huh?
Because you ain't got nothing to go on.
I got hella business. Wine glass Ray in the building. I'm gonna have to deal with her all night.
Hey,
that's fine.
Yeah. So if we gonna do this, we gonna do this. It's how you want to do it.
Wilding. Y'all niggas is out here wilding. Lucious Williams Podcast, episode 46 on Pandemic Proof Blue. I got my friends that's with me. I got Ray with me. I got St. Louis Creole Bombshell with me. Keisha from Calculus. And of course, Buddy with a motherfucking B.
Eastside.
My nigga.
Why you shaking your head?
My nigga. My week was look, I'm not even gonna ask y'all to ask me about how my week was. I'm just going to my week. I had a Series XM taping, which is pretty dope.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't know if I got chosen for that shit. I'll find out in a month.
Okay.
Yeah, but it went great the night I was there. And other than that, I just worked.
Do you hear you all over, or we got to get Sirius XM to hear it?
Oh, you probably have to get Sirius XM to hear it. You can hear me all over though. I mean, I got shit on my YouTube page, Lucious Williams Podcast. I got shit on now my old Facebook. I deleted that shit. No, I don't have shit everywhere. I don't have shit everywhere.
What was it though? Like comedy? Like he was
like telling jokes? It was on some comedy shit. It was on some comedy shit. Like basically everybody did an 8-minute set. So that gives people a lot of shit to pull from. Mm-hmm. And if it gets chosen, then you know what I'm saying, you'll be notified and it'll be some kind of revenue for you in the future. So that's a dope opportunity for me. Long time coming, you know, and I'm happy about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I perform. Mm-hmm. I know, right? Congratulations to me, motherfucker. I'm over here motherfucking cheering myself up or whatever. Buddy, how was your week, sir?
Oh, we going straight to me?
Hell yeah, we going straight to you.
Oh shit. My week was decent. Did a little bit of bar hopping.
Hey.
And realized that men and women don't talk to each other in public as much as they used to. And it looked a little weird. Me people watching, just watching the whole scene, it just looked a little weird to me that they wasn't interacting with each other the way it was back in the days. Like dudes hollering, girls getting hollered at, dancing going on. I ain't seen none of that old school shit. I seen a lot of people filming themselves on Instagram though.
Yeah, niggas just want to let you know where they at.
Yeah. So I mean, it was cool though. The food was bomb, but other than that, man, I've been chilling. I just did a couple of little outings just to see what outside looking like. Had some alone time, you know.
Right, Netta, how was your week?
My week was fine. Friday was my first official day with Edward Jones.
Hey.
And that was basically it. My brother celebrated their 1-year anniversary today, so spent a little time with my niece and my nephew on Friday.
Nice.
That was interesting because, for somebody who don't have kids, a 2 and a 3-year-old.
Ooh.
I was just about to ask you how was that situation.
That's a shock.
I mean, we made it through until my cousin came and got them, but I had popcorn all on my floor. My brother brought their bikes, so they were riding their bikes through my house. My niece took all moved my DVDs off the case. We made it through.
Y'all make sure I share this shit too, so motherfuckers can see this shit.
What's a DVD?
How good did it feel to give them back though? It's nice.
I was happy when my cousin pulled up.
Oh, okay.
Because my cousin was actually watching himself. I was like the drop-off point. My cousin had to pick up her kids from daycare. So she literally had her 2 boys, and then she got my brother's 2 kids. So she just was like, I'll just keep all 4 for the weekend. So they had somebody to play with. Because if they stayed with me, I don't know what we was going to do.
The motherfuckers were standing in the corner all night fucking around. Look, them motherfuckers are standing in the corner fucking with me. I'm sick of this shit, though. You gonna do some push-ups or something. Because y'all are bad, and y'all know y'all bad, but y'all know the parents can't do shit about it. That's the difference. Like, our parents used to dare us to call CPS. Not knowing if we called them motherfuckers, they would have came and took their ass to jail, but niggas be daring their kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. Yeah. Keisha, how was your week?
We just gonna pretend like ever since Lena posted them pictures, now we in the pod and she just been in her phone with heavy, serious face. Tell you, y'all keep playing like I'm crazy. I see the vibes.
Lena looked good in her pictures.
Go ahead, Lena. How was your week?
Lena looked delicious.
You
hold on, buddy.
It was Lucious who was running this. He asked Keisha.
Keisha, how was your weekend?
Thank you.
Oh, okay, Keisha. Yeah.
Damn, Lena looked good in her pictures. If y'all want to go look at her pictures, go on motherfucking Facebook.
Go, Keisha. How was your week? Now we gonna get to Lena in a second.
Yeah, we gonna get to Lena.
Oh my god.
Hey,
okay, brace yourself, girl.
Right. Hell.
Anyways, this week was actually awesome. We had the first consecutive days of cool weather. Like, we can actually go out and wear a light jacket. Like, we don't go outside and instantly smell like the inside of the oven. So it started to cool down here.
It was 87 degrees, y'all.
Yes.
In Texas.
That's a big difference from the norm. So yeah,
you wear a jacket at 87-degree weather?
I'm fucking around, Lena. I'm fucking around. Everybody been 60 something. I was fucking around.
But it was hot here, so my bad. No. Okay.
She ain't paying no attention. She distracted right now.
What's wrong with you?
Lena distracted right now. But go ahead, Keisha. How was the rest of it? What happened?
Besides that, everything else is good. Watching the kids become social butterflies. One started basketball and one started student council. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, week was good.
Wait. You said one of them playing basketball.
Yeah, the son's doing basketball and the daughter's doing student council.
I come over and cross your son over right now.
And he will stare you straight in the eye.
I cross him over right now.
Boy, they got no remorse. Lena Day, how was your week?
Why are you entertaining him? Why?
St. Louis Creole Bombshell. How was your weekend?
Yeah, how was your week, Lena?
My week was awesome.
I could tell.
Got some work done. Had some fun. Found out I get my trainees on Monday, so I'm excited about that.
Nice.
So what you mean by work done?
Nigga, work. Don't you work?
Oh, like a job?
Is this what you let me know if this is what we gonna do tonight? This is what we gonna do tonight, buddy?
This is what we gonna do tonight, buddy.
I just want to know what you meant by work done. That's all.
What you mean by work done, buddy? Get
what
to
we
it, bro.
gonna do tonight?
He is already on the bullshit. He's been on it since before we got here.
I just want to know if you meant like work as in a job duty to get paid.
Well, I've already answered that question.
Or work done as in like work done. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
This nigga be reaching and trying for no reason.
I'm just asking.
For no reason.
I've seen the pictures.
And what the fuck the picture got to do with anything? It was I knew I was cute. I wanted y'all to see that I knew I was fucking fine that night.
Oh, you was going off. Yeah, you went off a little bit now.
Looking stunning as usual. But guess what, Lena?
What's up, though?
Guess what, buddy?
What's that? I can't guess.
You can't guess. Goddamn, I'm so proud of you.
Buddy can't guess because he's so full of shit, but keep going.
Keisha, guess what?
Chicken butt. What?
That was a terrible guess.
She really said chicken butt.
Yeah, she really said that shit. She just fucked my whole train of thought. Right now, guess what?
What?
You gonna say chicken butt too?
No.
Lord Jesus, we got topics. We got topics. It's a beautiful fucking thing. We got topics. Buddy, start off with your shit.
I don't remember what that shit was.
You are so full of shit. All that talking you do, goddamn, and you can't remember the damn topic. All right, here's your topic. Hold on, let me go down to the shit. Make sure I'm reading it right. This is what you put in the group chat. My initial topic was is there piss in the dating pool? So add that first.
Is there piss in the dating pool, and how much, if any, do you think social media affects relationships today?
Now, what do you mean by piss in the dating pool?
Well, I just hear a lot of complaints about dating, and on social media anyways. I'm not outside. All I got to go off of is what I hear from people and what I'm seeing on the internet. It's a war. Men are trash, women are trash, everybody's trash.
You say you don't. Hold up. Because I feel like you just lied.
I'm not dating.
But are you out here in the street?
Yeah, I'll go outside and talk to people.
Okay, so what are you seeing?
What I see outside is
yes, talk to me. You asked the question, nigga.
What I see outside is nobody talking to people at all. Now I can go by. I don't want to judge books by their cover, but I kind of pay attention to what things are looking like. And if I was dating or if I was outside trying to holler, I probably wouldn't holler at nothing I seen outside. Honestly,
why is that?
I don't want to judge books.
Answer your own question, buddy. Answer the question.
How you ask the question and you don't have an answer for the question?
But I can't say if it's piss in the dating pool if I'm not dating.
Then what the fuck you asked the question for, buddy?
Because people are dating,
bro. We'll be real.
They want to gather information for future use.
The only person here in a relationship right now is Ray.
Okay, so talk to me. You got a relationship. You ain't talked to no women. What have you seen through you talking to women? Through you being out, through you being
to talk about.
Okay, so what is to talk about?
I'm a conversationalist. First of all, I got all kind of shit to talk about.
You're a converser?
No, I'm a conversationalist. I talk about hella shit.
A nigga will add a list to the end of any motherfucking thing. Well,
yeah, that's what you gotta do.
I'm a sexologist.
Yeah. I talk to everybody because I'm well versed in a wide range of topics. So I can hold a conversation with you. We could talk about caterpillars turning into butterflies, how I think it's kind of gross, or we could talk about politics. Whatever you want to talk about, I have the range.
So what are you saying? What are you saying?
What I'm seeing out there is people don't have a lot to talk about because they saying it all on social media.
Okay.
Honestly,
people
if you scroll somebody's Instagram, scroll somebody's TikTok, scroll somebody's Twitter, you're gonna see all the things that they really should be talking to people about in person.
Okay.
But nobody's doing it
with the criminals. Like nigga, you can see.
Nobody's doing it. I just sat at a bar with a bunch of adults that looked like an 8th grade fucking dance, where the boys would talk to the girls and the girls want to talk to the boys. But I bet if you go on this social media, plenty of personality all over there, which is why I think social media is affecting relationships, dating, friendships, personal relationships.
So why do you think it's affecting that though?
Huh?
You think people are wearing a mask out in public, like they don't want to be who they are on social media?
No, I don't think people really have personalities. It's like the age of being witty and coming up with things on the fly during conversations in person is done. That's why more people text and talk. That's why social media popping, but they're not popping in person because you have time to come up with your next thought. You have time to think about what you're going to say next.
So okay, so when you're talking to a female, would you rather talk to them or would you rather text?
Me personally, well, I hate saying me personally. Me, I would rather talk to them. I don't want to do a text.
Why not?
Because I like a back and forth. I don't like if you have time to think about what you're gonna say, I kind of don't like it. I want to have a discourse.
Okay.
Me and you, face-to-face talk. I can read body language, eye contact. I can hear your tone and see if you're being sarcastic or not. I can understand jokes better. I'm not gonna misread a text.
Okay.
It's just a lot better in person.
So I have a question. Since you say you feel like social media affects dating, how has it affected you? Since I don't know if you're out there in the dating pool,
no, I'm not dating.
But has it affected you in any way?
It affects relationships.
I didn't ask that. I asked you.
My personal situations.
Me personally, started off with that, buddy. We're talking about you.
My personal situation, but so I have friends and relatives.
So you watch them. So you watch them.
So buddy is like in a fucking
let's not act like that old. What was that a couple of months ago or something? Where if he not buying you a Birkin, blah 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 blah. Let's not act like that didn't play a part in people's relationships. That social media shit. Y'all old, so y'all probably not in on it, or y'all just old and not dating. Y'all in relationships, but there is a problem going on right now, and there's a problem
going on. But like niggas like you can fix the problem. Like yo, you can converse. Like nigga, I talk to females. I don't give a fuck what age they are, and then once I figure out their age, I fall the fuck back.
No, I talk to everybody. But I go out and have. Right now, I'm not dating. I'm not even on that type of time.
It don't matter, but you have conversations. Is what I'm saying. Like, what are you seeing that make you not want to date?
Stop trying to act like you're a unicorn in these situations. Like you are just so different than the rest of everybody else in the situations.
Yeah, because like I said, out here, like
kind of am.
That nigga buddy.
I just had, you know what? A couple of weeks ago, I had a childhood friend, and she is a female. We're the same age. She's single. She complains all the time about dating. She doesn't live in Georgia. She lives in another state. So me and her are talking about dating, and I'm asking her, what is the problem with dating? And then she was like, it's just not really a lot of guys out here that she feels like they can keep up with her intellectually, just talking to them.
And all I'm telling her about is love and hip hop.
That and it's gonna turn physical immediately. Like you can't talk to me for 5 minutes without you asking for some titty pictures or something. It always jumps straight to that. There's nothing to talk about. So I'm telling her,
it is though. Like motherfuckers read people's Facebook profile or their Instagram profile, and they figure out everything that person likes. So if you put all that information into one source, they feel like they know you.
Then and if you don't, reason social media affects dating and relationships.
Yeah, I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? Like you giving vague answers. You like, oh, I don't know me personally. Like, bro, come on, talk to us.
I'm gonna tell you this too. So me talking to her, I'm telling her that if I'm basically giving her a master perspective. I told her if I was to date, if I decided to be outside dating women, all I need them to have is the very minimum amount of attraction. And I can have any woman I want as long as there's the bare minimum amount of attraction. She says, why? I said, because I have conversation and men don't have a lot of conversations. Men aren't really good at it these days.
Those are facts.
Just doesn't happen. Men do not converse well these days.
At all. They converse with that mask on, which is DMing and texting and shit.
Because they have time to come up with shit. These motherfuckers might be Googling shit to say. Ain't no telling. I don't know. But in person, it's trash.
Yeah, I totally agree that like in person, men are falling the fuck off because they don't know how to talk to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to have a conversation for more than 15 minutes.
Overly aggressive.
It's like, yo, let me see some titties.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's weird. But I've also learned through conversing that a lot of women don't know how to have conversations either, because they're so used to looking at themselves in the camera and motherfuckers flocking like that. So when you get a pretty woman and you're talking to her and you're talking to her about shit that motherfuckers don't talk about, that shit is taboo. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be confused by that shit because now they don't know how to answer that shit.
Yep.
So I mean, like, it's both sides. Yes, I agree that it's hard to have a conversation.
It didn't used to be like that, though.
You also got to look at the ages of these people.
That's why we in the age of social media. Think about our age range. Our age range, we got to live through before all this shit existed. So we had to talk to people. We had to go out and meet people. We had to pull up on you. Now, you ain't got to do that. It's hella sites. You got Tinder, Bumble, motherfucking Plenty of Fish, Christian Mingle,
for somebody
Farmers
who's not dating, you sure feel real passionate about this subject.
No, I'm just.
And you know where to go to get on social media to find a date, don't you?
I know everything. I pay attention. I just because I like to study people in the relationship realm. I just like to know. I think it's weird, honestly.
St. Louis Creole Bombshell. Do you feel like there's a problem?
Stop saying it like that. It's STL Creole Bombshell.
Ooh. Lena Day. What do you feel like? I'm not calling you by that. STL Creole Bombshell. Creole Bomb. Yeah. How do you feel about dating in this day and age?
In the social media era.
Yeah, social media era. How do you feel about dating?
I guess kind of indifferent because I'm not taking it serious at the moment.
And what do you mean by
dating or social media?
Either one. I'm not the one. I don't put all my business on my social media. My profile doesn't tell a lot about me. I just don't do that shit.
So if a mother want to holler at you, he got to figure out. He got to have a conversation.
There has to be a conversation.
Yeah.
And then shit goes from there. And after a couple of conversations, then I know what category that this nigga gonna be put in.
So you prefer an in-person conversation or a text message, DMs, whatever? Or do you prefer in person?
I mean, if in person, if possible, but it just depends on, like, if this person has something to talk about, downright in person, on the phone, whatever. But if I know that the conversation is gonna be dry as hell on the phone, you can text me. I could text you and be talking to somebody else. So it just depends. You have to know the person that you're talking to, if that makes sense.
How? So a dude holler at you when you outside with that outfit you had on in them pictures. Okay. I know they hollered then. How would you know from you? So you would figure out from that moment whether this person gonna be a text person or
I said conversation, honey. I didn't say from the moment that I give my number out.
So you're not having a conversation at that moment?
If I'm out and about, fuck nah. Hey, how you doing? You good? Whoop, whoop, yada, yada, yada. Cool. Talk to you later.
Oh, you're moving.
Yeah. And I realize, like, okay, so somebody hit you up in your DMs. They'd be like, hi. Crickets. Like, what the fuck was the hi for? You know what I'm saying?
Like, you left on red. Like, if you just say hi,
I don't respond.
I just say hi back. Like, what the fuck do you want? How can I help you? How can I help you? What do you want to talk about? I can talk about a wide range of shit. What do you want to talk about? What do you feel comfortable discussing?
All right, let me ask the ladies
a question. Responding back. I don't respond back.
Let me ask the ladies a question. Is a man more likely to get a response from you if he pulls up on you in person or slide in your DM?
In person.
In person.
In person.
Why is that? Does it show some confidence? Does it show
all the shit Buddy was saying about, like, when he likes to have in-person conversation, even when he initially slides up on you, it may not be a long conversation, but you can see body language, you can see facial expression, you can read that shit. So, yeah, in person.
You know what you're getting into, sort of, kind of.
Right.
What'd you say, Keisha?
So you know what you're getting into, sort of, kind of. You get a bigger picture of what you're dealing with instead of a blank face.
And you get to the point where you realize a lot of females have been fed the same shit over and over again. So how are you going to come
somebody come in your DMs? Yeah, because basically, how many people you went down and sent this to? First of all, secondly, like if you think about it, people talk about social media, but when you post on social media, I might have taken 8 pictures to get this one picture that I put on here. This glimpse that you got is 30 seconds of my real life. So at the end of the day, sliding into my DMs doesn't give me anything to really go off of. Like I said, unless you have a real conversation, that high's not going to get you far. But if you pull up on me and I'm able to have like this interaction with you, it means a little more because for some reason, something about me attracted you to come talk to me, but something in you gave you the confidence to come and do that, and you didn't have behind the keyboard. You didn't have behind your words.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keisha from Calculus, how do you feel?
Well, while y'all were talking, and excuse me because I'm having an audio problem, so I can barely hear y'all. But while y'all were talking, I'm sitting here doing the pros and cons of the actual question. Are there any really pros to using social media when it comes to relationships? Like the initiation, the carry on, any of it. I can't think of anything besides promoting yourself, pictures and whatnot, or initiation, starting a conversation that can move on to whatever in the future. But everything else that I can think of are kind of cons to me. Like DMs, you don't know who you're dealing with. Promoting yourself, which is putting pictures out for anybody else to see. Putting out information about yourself for anybody to know so they can kind of do their investigation on you before like pulling up to you initially. Like all that stuff seems a little creepy to me. So I don't know how much pros come out of dealing with social media and relationships. I've seen it destroy a lot of things. Like we talked about somebody not posting the fact that they were in a relationship, and that kind of caused some problems. And then there's people lying about themselves on social media, but when you meet them in person, it's a completely different person. I don't see a lot of pros in dealing with social media. So I wouldn't even mix the two together, to be honest.
I would. I'll give you another pro. Like, you can find out about somebody on social media based on how they have a conversation through text.
I'll give you one more pro of social media. What? Access.
Access. What do you mean?
If I'm scrolling social media and you live in fucking North Dakota,
yeah,
I can't pull up on you, but I can slide.
What is that slide gonna slide you into?
Huh?
Hopefully, a good conversation.
Yeah, you got.
That was a very open-ended question.
You slide it, but that's the only pro now is that, you know, if you stay in Vermont, not Vermont, because don't nobody live there. If you stay in some other state, it ain't people in Vermont. I'm convinced. Bernie Sanders is lying. He's not from there. But anyway, if they're in another state, it's easy for you to slide because I can't pull up on you while you walking around Target or some shit. Because I
think if you're open to talking to people, then you can slide in the DMs. And if the conversation is worth having, you'll have the conversation. If you come, hey, beautiful, and all this other shit.
But that's what you get most of the time.
Yeah.
Yep, every time.
You get good rising. I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
Morning, queen.
Motherfuckers is corny.
Yes.
And we gotta come
if
to
I get called queen one more motherfucking time.
Like niggas is corny, bro. Like motherfuckers is corny when they hop in the DMs. It's never about anything.
Never genuine.
You know what I'm saying? So if you can be about something and you can actually have a genuine conversation where it's not like, hey, so what's up with them titties?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might have a shot.
How many men you think really gonna come and give you that type of conversation?
But I'm not saying there's a lot of motherfuckers that do that. But
you know what, Ray? I don't even get approached that often.
In person or
not
your
as
DMs?
much as not as much as everybody thinks.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Keisha?
I mean,
sorry,
you get approached often?
I'm not outside like that though. I guess I don't put myself in a position to be approach that much. I've really been chilling by myself for a little bit, so I couldn't tell you.
So you ain't getting inboxes, DMs, instant messages?
I've been laying low since.
You gotta know motherfuckers be over exaggerating too. They might get two motherfuckers that DM them and be like, "Oh, I'm tired of all the text messaging." You like, nigga, it's two fucking people. Two people.
Then they
really what they want to know
and then if you might have two in Facebook, one on Instagram, one on Snapchat. That
like, it's not really that much, but it's annoying enough.
Yeah.
Y'all on Facebook dating?
That sounds like
I've done this shit before until a bitch had me come to her house. I mean, woman.
Autocorrect.
Had a woman ask me to come to her house and that bitch didn't have no door. Woman, I'm sorry.
She didn't have no door.
She ain't had no door.
She ain't had no door.
And this bitch,
into the house?
woman, huh?
To get into the house or
to get into the house?
Hey, you can't say that shit. You gotta explain. You can't just
no. And she was like, "That's what
that.
happens. That's what happens when SWAT comes in." I'm like, "Yo,
SWAT looking for her?
SWAT?
Was SWAT looking for her?
No, she was held hostage."
Oh, I missed something.
Yeah, I had to stop Facebook. I'm good. I want no more fake. I had a chick ask me
how
for
much
Facebook date, and she was
you
like,
gotta have to call somebody over your house where you know you ain't got no door?
Man.
Like, honestly, like,
no, I had a motherfucker hit me up. She came over and killed the shit.
She trying to get laid and ain't got no door, no nothing.
Man, anybody can walk in.
Your priorities are fucked up.
Yo, there's alley cats in the house because they just don't know where they like, yo, this is an old empty house.
Was the house clean? Did she clean? Like if SWAT came and kicked out the door, that mean they probably fucked up the house. Was the house clean? Did she straighten up? Like, did she put a sheet there for you to like?
Sound like an abandoned house.
Sheet.
I
think my question is, when you saw it wasn't a door, why didn't you turn the fuck around?
Because I had to see this shit. I had to see this.
No.
What is this bullshit? What are we talking about right now? What are we talking? I had a female Facebook dating. She looked at me in the eyes at like 12:45 at night and said, "Let's go hiking." And I'm like, "Bitch, Jason is out there. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" Jason Voorhees is out in the woods. You are crazy.
That fool said she looked me in my eyes.
Looked in the eyes and literally said, "Let's go hiking."
Had y'all been smoking or drinking?
Nigga, don't matter. What the fuck are you hiking at 12:45 for? We're gonna be eating Fritos. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going hiking. Fuck, I look like going hiking.
I mean, something might have triggered her. That's why I asked the question. Like,
well, she could trigger herself and go out there and be another white girl missing. Because that's what it is. She could be like Gabby. What's her name? Gabby.
Too soon.
Too soon. What, no damn too soon. These bitches be going hiking in the woods for no fucking reason. Which brings me to my next question. Have any of you guys ever... Okay, so when I was younger, I used to watch like 80s movies, 80s and 90s movies. And they always made it seem like when you go on spring break or anything like that, like you'll ride up and there's like women showing their titties and shit, like just... all that goofy shit. You have a one-night stand, just going to certain locations at the certain time.
Has girls gone wild?
Yeah, like it was girls going wild at certain locations. So like Panama Beach back in the day used to be lit. Atlanta, Freaknik used to be lit.
Was it?
Like, has there ever been a time you went to a location? Because I personally haven't had that happen. Never been like that. You went to a location, meet somebody, you have a one-night stand. I've never had that shit happen. I've been looking like, I'm like, yo, where the fuck does this go on at? Because I haven't seemed to find it. I haven't found that shit anywhere. Like, it's never this lit anywhere I've ever been. So have any of you guys ever been somewhere where it's that lit to where motherfuckers is having a good time doing what they do as adults and shit goes down? Buddy.
Absolutely. Of course.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I'm talking about with a stranger. I'm talking not with somebody you know.
No, yeah, a stranger.
He's like, no. Answer.
Where is that? Where did you go?
It used to be a spot called Primetime, Club Primetime in Decatur, Georgia, off Covenant Highway. And I used to take solo missions all the time to all the clubs around Atlanta.
But I'm talking about out of town.
Yeah, I thought it was vacation.
I'm talking about you went to Miami and had a great time, and like you met somebody, and y'all were just like, yo, this shit is clicking. This is what we doing.
Oh, no, not out of town. Not yet, anyway.
Right, Nutter?
Never.
You talking about like a complete stranger, right?
A complete stranger out of town in a different destination. So if you went to Vegas, I had a girl tell me in Vegas, crazy shit up. So we met. She's like, yo, I'm really feeling you. I'm trying to go back to the room with you or whatever. But I don't want nobody to know my business. And I was like, I barely know you. You barely know me.
Well, you didn't go?
What am I going to tell?
Did you go?
No, she was tripping. She was tripping about it. She was like, I don't want nobody to know my business, so I'm not going. That's the closest I ever came.
No. If I'm out of town, no. I'm out of town with my friends or my family. That's who I'm spending my time with. Like, we might can exchange numbers or something, but I'm not trying to have nobody's one night stand out of town.
Okay. Keisha from college, I kind of know this answer, but I'm going to let you go ahead and answer.
Too many consequences. I'm already overthinking what could go wrong from that whole just encounter. So
what you talking about, BJ? She's made up. What you talking about?
Who's made up?
This nigga's a Lucious hater. But go ahead, BJ. Explain.
He talking shit right now.
Yeah, he talking shit.
He talking about
she's made up,
cuz. He talking about the girl in Vegas.
Yeah, and that shit really happened, my nigga.
So no for me, but I can't tell you guys go to Mexico and that'll go down.
Like she don't.
You may wake up with no kidneys. So
I'm trying to think. Not out of town.
Lena, what about you?
Absolutely.
All right. What was it at?
I ain't giving details.
No, I'm just saying where was the location. I ain't saying the name the nigga. I didn't say all that. Or name the female. I ain't say all
that. Close your eyes, point at a map. Nah,
we don't say Montana.
Nah, it was in Alabama.
Alabama. Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had that shit happen. I've never had that experience where I went somewhere and it was just that lit.
I almost did, but
last I almost did in Vegas, but
what does that mean? Just the tip was in? Like what?
Nah, like right when it was getting down to the nitty gritty, she was like, I didn't want to do this to my boyfriend.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Like, I don't know him. Matter of fact, I was in the military. Remember they was trying to kick me out when I hurt myself? They sent me to San Antonio for my medical evaluation, and I met a young lady as soon as I got there. And I just don't want to do this to him.
Cuz that was a long time ago, cuz.
I really care.
That nigga was fucking bitches in North Dakota. Fuck that nigga, man.
Ask Tennessee that did a one night stand.
Yeah, BJ, you ever did a one night stand in a different location than where the fuck you were from?
Many
of course he gonna say, yeah, cuz.
Wait, so y'all had
a long time ago.
Yeah,
so y'all had party stuff going on in y'all own city, and y'all just randomly went to a little spot, met up a little with a little something, did a little something. BJ lying like hell. But go ahead.
That nigga wouldn't. I don't give him my body easily.
Oh, I was supposed to get down that time.
I do, nigga, for $40. You could rip me out for the night.
That St. Louis vacation we took, I almost got busy then, but I got too drunk and forgot to call her.
Oh, nigga. That's always the worst when you get too drunk and miss out on fun.
I did. She was like, call me. I was like, bet, I'm calling. As soon as we leave up out of here. They said they was going to White Cow. I'll never forget. I was calling her Alicia Keys in the club because she looked like a white girl, but she had them braids, Alicia Keys braids. But in my drunken state, it was at, what was it? Spotlight, was it called? What was the one with the two different sides to it?
That was Friday night, yeah.
whichever club that had the two different sides.
Mm.
Oh no, that's when we went to Spruce on Saturday night.
There you go. It was that one. Because I was on one side and it wasn't really popping like that. And I went to the other side.
Yeah, one side was supposed to be like for the younger crowd. One other side.
Yeah, the younger crowd side is where I met her. And then me and her ended up in the hallway. And I was really doing some things I should not have been doing to a strange woman in the club. We was in there making out like I've been knowing her for years.
Don't worry about it. I had a chick that was built like Mark Henry twerking on me, so don't worry.
I remember that. We couldn't find you. You look like a chalk outline on the wall. Like you know when they see them dead bodies, the chalk outline of the dead bodies? That's how you was on the wall.
The Lord Jesus, I was having a good time.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, leave that lady alone. Everybody enjoyed themselves during that trip.
I know, and I'm mad about that phone.
We had a topic about gender roles, right?
Well, I think we were going to bring it up, but I don't know if it was one of the topics that were shown.
No, fuck that. This is one of the topics, goddamn. We got time to waste. What was the question?
No more.
It was something about gender roles. Like I agree or disagree.
Y'all want to talk about Jada? Y'all want to talk about Jada?
I mean, everybody's gonna try to hold all women to Jada's standard in the fuck shit that she does, and the rest of us ain't fucked up like Jada.
No, but how do y'all feel about that? I ain't saying that all women think like that. I just want to discuss the situation.
I gotta move my room, y'all,
because she's been married for how long?
Too damn long.
America's like 97? 97?
She been married too damn long to talk about she want to feel.
And that's on her bucket list at 50.
I guess Will ain't loving her right.
Bullshit.
I mean, do y'all feel like love runs out eventually?
If I stay with you after your entanglement,
sometimes love is not enough.
Love is never
enough.
Okay, I missed half of what y'all said. I will say, I think it is a smack in the face to Will Smith. It isn't enough that you cheated on him, but you gonna say you don't know love? What the fuck were you doing when you were saying vows at our wedding? What were you doing this whole entire time that I've shown love and forgave you for cheating? What do you mean you don't know what love is? He's been showing her this entire time. I think that's a cop-out.
But has he?
That made me furious.
Absolutely. He just sat there and listened to her talk about her entanglement. If that ain't love, love don't exist. Because I would have been flipping furniture in that motherfucker.
Yeah. I can guarantee that wasn't his first time hearing about the damn entanglement.
No, we never said that.
He lived through it.
It don't matter if that's the first time hearing about it. This man did that shit again. The anger would have been of equal or greater value. Reliving that shit. I'd have been flipping furniture. You seen his face? He didn't look like it was his first time living through it. Did you watch the interview?
So do y'all feel like okay, Buddy and Ray said love is never enough.
Never.
So what the fuck does it take to keep a relationship together if love is not enough? Because you hear all these old niggas talk about, you really gotta find a girl you love. Because
work is work, compromise, communication.
A number of things.
And you're also assuming that this marriage is based off of love. People get married for different reasons. So if this marriage isn't based off of love, then no, love definitely isn't enough.
Okay, so outside looking in, what do you think the relationship is based off of?
You talking about their relationship?
Yeah, what do you think their relationship
I was just talking about in general.
I'm just saying, based off of, I'm talking about this specific situation. Outside looking in.
Honestly,
I think their relationship is based on love. Theirs.
You're a rich black man. I'm a rich black woman. Let's get together, make some rich ass babies.
I think their relationship is based off of unconditional love.
I think that they learn how to love each other.
I don't know about hers.
So you're telling me that Will and Jada were like, yo, we're both rich. Let's get married and have babies.
I mean, in a sense, I'm not saying that's how the conversation goes, but just like we were talking about the piss in the dating pool story, somebody looked inside, it's not a lot of successful black women that I really want to be with. Okay, Jada fine, let me choose her. Something of that.
I don't think so. That is William.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that shit like that now.
No.
That is William Smith.
But we all got different perspectives.
Yeah, I understand that, but like,
but that's William Smith.
Like, what? Independence Day wasn't even out back then. So that nigga was just a nigga off Fresh Prince.
Bullshit. He still got the one song that plays literally every single summer.
Is that Jiggy with Summertime?
Summertime.
Let's not forget he was getting jiggy with it.
Oh.
Jada was the movie star.
That is William Smith.
So what do y'all think?
I think they're unconditional love, but I think they've lasted so long off of pride and off of like a business venture. Like her in pride, because I'm sure she don't want to go down for a failed marriage, even though she is the reason why. And with William,
what does that do to you if you go down for a failed marriage? It just say, hey, we fuck up. You're human.
A lot of people don't understand that though. They don't see it that way. They see it like, if I failed in that, I'm a failure myself. We all know she has a big ego trip. She's already explained that at the red table. I've seen it time and time again. So I think it's a prideful thing on her end. With Will, I think he still generally does love her, but from a business end, it doesn't look too well for them to part. Same thing with Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I don't see no business in their relationship though.
Yeah, they're not doing shit together like that.
With Will and Jada, I do not see the business side of them being in a relationship. Yeah, I'm just me on the outside looking in and not really following them enough to really call it. But for you to put up with, both of them got money, both of them rich, both of them do what the fuck they want to do, really. And for y'all to sit together and go through this, yeah, even though Jada may be doing the fuck shit, that still takes an emotional toll on her, even though she's fucking self-inflicting wounds on herself. It's still an emotional toll. And for them to work through that, I really think that their relationship is based around unconditional love. Not love, unconditional love.
Which means to you, but
it's like no matter what, I know how I feel about you. I know our bond. Yeah, we might stray. Yeah, there might be situations going on the side, but there is nobody.
I don't believe in unconditional love.
I'm watching it. Look at what they're going through.
You have children. How can you not believe in unconditional love?
I mean, we're talking about a relationship. I'm not talking about.
I mean, you're talking about in general unconditional love.
No, I didn't say in general, but like my children are a different thing. I'll give my life up for them. However, I can't necessarily say that I'm going to give my life up for another human being that didn't come out of me.
Can I throw a grenade one time?
Throw a grenade, bro.
I'm gonna get killed for this. But I don't believe that women can love unconditionally.
Why is that?
Women? It can't be just humans.
Relax.
No, women.
Let them explain.
No, women.
Okay, please. Okay.
Because men only even get the beginning of love under the premise of conditions.
That they provide something, basically.
It has to. Men have to bring something for you to even be considered to be loved.
Okay, I can agree with that.
No.
Bullshit.
You can't agree with that.
Bullshit.
What about the women? Isn't it both ways though? Y'all don't want.
See, my thing is I'm complete, so I don't need you to come pay my rent. I don't need you to pay my car note. I don't need you to do shit for me. So when you come to me, you gotta bring you. That's not a condition. It's you being you.
So
because I don't need you for nothing. Obviously, I want you, but I don't need you.
Have you ever loved a man?
Yes.
Do you still love that man?
Yes.
Are you?
I'm not in love anymore, but I still love that man, but I'm not in love.
Why not?
There's a difference. You said what?
Why not?
I fell out that shit.
And why did you fall out of love?
Because of a lot of the fuck shit that he was doing.
Interesting.
Is it interesting why you sip whatever you sip?
Feeds my point to where we got one out the park already. That he gave some conditions that just killed the unconditional, right? I don't give a fuck what the conditions was.
Nick, I just told you I don't believe in unconditional love. So.
Oh, good. All right, cool. So then you agree with me saying women are incapable of unconditional love?
No, I don't agree with that.
Oh, just you specifically.
I only represent myself. I can't represent every woman. I represent Elena.
Right. Have you ever loved a man?
There is no such thing as unconditional love, first of all.
Hey.
Secondly, you cannot sit here and tell me that women aren't capable of unconditional love, because I can love you as much as I can possibly love you, and it still might not be enough for you in whatever demons you're battling. So don't say I can't love him unconditionally, because there's no such thing as unconditional love ever.
I like that. Keisha?
Yeah. I was in love with dudes, but I fell out of that. I don't still have love for them. So yeah, there are definitely conditions.
But you're speaking, okay.
So do you still love the dude though?
No.
You sure?
Yeah. Child support, I'm good.
So
you said what?
Is there any dude from your past?
Hold on, buddy. We not about to skate through that shit.
Yes, we are. We are slide straight over that.
What'd you say, Keisha? He what?
I'm wired differently. I will cut you off like some bad stuff.
No. What was the comment?
The comment is, I just need him to support his child, and that's it. For the child support.
That's
not
child support.
He did what he did.
So that sounds like you're kind of bitter.
Huh?
About the situation. You sound bitter about how the situation ended.
No. It's not.
I'm trying to get an understanding. I'm not trying to call you out.
But yeah, all that emotional stuff is done.
All right.
Buddy, do you love unconditional? Do you believe in unconditional love?
Yeah.
For himself.
I do believe in unconditional love.
That nigga, she said, buddy, like Kim Jong-un. That nigga have statues in his house. You got to motherfucking.
I believe that someone can be loved unconditionally. You may not have to have as much interactions with that person as you once did during the course of the initial love or during the course of the obvious active love. But I think that there can be inactive love, and it can be unconditional. Like, this motherfucker do what the fuck they want to do, and it's like,
it still has conditions. It's still conditions.
I still love the fuck out of you. I still love the fuck out of you, but I'm not actively participating in the love. It's still there. I'm just not engaging actively in showing the love.
I can see what you're saying, but there's going to be situations where that love is motherfucking gone.
That's how y'all feel about it. I don't feel that way about it.
Okay. Every woman in your life, you had a relationship with, you still can give them, and say you give unconditional love?
Not every one of them, no.
How many?
One.
Oh, one. Wow.
But it's still one is the thing.
So at this moment in time, you still got unconditional love for her, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not actively participating, and nor would I ever return to the activeness of that love, but it's still there.
So nigga, that's still me saying I got love for this person. Period. I still got love for people, but I don't have unconditional love. There's no such thing as it.
Bullshit. If you still got love for them, then that's kind of the same thing.
I know it's love for them, but there's still something that they can do to fuck that up. Like, no, it's not unconditional.
Okay, so I'll say this.
Like unconditional love mean I love you through all of your bullshit, and I'm still gonna be there to support you throughout the bullshit. There's no such thing as
whatever you do to me, and whatever you do, I'm still gonna
be there and support. You gotta be there.
There's no such thing as unconditional love. Period.
So throughout life, like, okay, so they've been married since '97, right? There are phases that you go through where you have to evolve. You have to. You can't be like, you ever seen in the yearbook where motherfuckers write, yo, stay you, don't change for nobody. That's not true. You gotta be willing to evolve. And that's even in a relationship. You gotta find new ways, you gotta reinvent new ways to make that person happy. And after that shit runs out, what do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can love somebody.
Have.
You said what?
I honestly believe their relationship is based on unconditional love. He's Will Smith.
I think Will's relationship is based on
William.
I think Jada's seeing a different vision of what the fuck.
He said there, so that means them both, not singular together.
I think they have two different views on what the hell, because there are a lot of guys.
I think they both have it. It's like, yeah, Jada might be outside. Jada might be dibbling and dabbling in the streets every once in a while, but that feeling that she has,
I love this woman.
That feeling,
but again, I don't believe in the concept of unconditional love, so that's why I say they don't have it.
So how do you feel about marriage then? Is it taboo? Is it because the vows are for better use?
You got to find somebody that you're on the same page with. A lot of this shit in marriages, people are assuming what's going to happen without having a conversation, or when reality hits the fan, that's when they go the separate way. I have to be on the same page. Marriage is awesome in the future, maybe, but it's not something that I'm working towards. It's not something that I'm stuck on. If it happens, that's awesome. If it doesn't, it's still fucking awesome.
So what percentage are you for marriage? Like, do you want to get married more or less?
It's not a want.
So you don't want to get married?
Again, if it happens, if I meet somebody and we're amazing together and all that shit, yeah. But if it's not something that I really think about like that, it's
Lou,
not on my forefront. It's not.
Excuse me.
Do you want to get married, Lou?
You said what, buddy?
Do you want to get married?
Eventually, yeah.
Keisha?
Just want to see what it's like.
Eventually, yeah.
Right?
I'll do it one more time.
I love that.
No, I mean like
well, you know, so I'm not rushing to do that again. Yeah.
I think this is where we're different from our grandparents. Our grandparents got married off the strength that they're gonna be together forever. We're looking at it from a reality standpoint where it's like, look, let me get my shit in order. And then if I'm ready, I will do it.
I don't think that's it.
You don't think so?
Some people still believe in forever. Like when I got married the first time, my intentions were to get married one time.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but like we're more prepared to like, look, let me get my situation situated.
Because look at those people that get married young.
Yeah, I agree.
Young, they're not waiting to get their life together. They want to get married because that is something that they wanted. Either they had somebody they felt was a couple goal, or they had those type of I'm trying to say role models in their life. So that's something that they aspire to.
But that's not a huge percentage, though. That's not. No, it's not. Percentage.
But you still have those people that do it.
They do, but I think what Lou is saying, like our generation, we watched our generation had to watch a lot of grandparents go through it, and the woman finally decides to leave, but she ain't got shit. He was the provider. He was this. He was that. All she did was take care of the house. And like he was saying, people are seeing that like, or on the vice versa, guys were seeing their granddaddy get divorced, and this woman took half, and she didn't do nothing. So everybody now in like our generation, or maybe a little bit younger, let me get my shit in order.
Yeah,
so this is not going to be financially based. Yeah. Right. So if I got my money together, he has his money together, guess what? We're not looking for each other for money. There's nothing beneficial financially for either one of us. Now I have to be built on something.
Yeah.
So I get what he says that.
Yeah, like it's not necessary anymore. It's like, oh, you had a baby with that person, well, you should marry him.
People still push that agenda.
Yeah, because
people are still,
a lot of times
your parents are still pushing that agenda at this age. Our parents are still pushing that agenda of you got pregnant by this man, have his baby, and you need to get married. People are still pushing that agenda. You got to think.
I'm not saying they're not though. What I'm saying is a lot of people are looking at it.
A lot of people still fall into the trap of I want to please my family. I need to get myself together. It's my mom and them keep pushing for me to marry him because we did this. We got this baby. You meet a lot of people that fall into those traps, not the traps of I need to figure out me and I need to get myself in a better position to get into this relationship. They don't get into that point until after they're in it and realize that it's not as peachy cream as they thought it was.
Right. While you had your knees by your chin, it wasn't that great.
I kind of don't. I agree with Ray, but I guess I want to add to it, and it's conditioning as well. Like a lot of the younger generation are hearing, don't do this yet, don't do that yet, don't do this yet. Live your life first, and then think about that later. And then they start living life, and then it's like, nah, I kind of think I'm good. And then from the man's perspective, is all they seeing is the fucking internet, where dudes is losing hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, and even though they don't even have nowhere near that amount of money, they still equating that to them losing something.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
No, for real. Like, I ain't giving up all
but they can also be turned around of the type of women y'all pick.
It don't matter the type of woman, because you see it.
Yeah. And I think you see it. I think like now, and that's a beautiful thing with social media. You're allowed to see it now. You know what I'm saying? Where my grandparents, like, okay, so my grandfather and grandmother, they lived in separate houses. And the only reason my grandfather moved back in with my grandmother is because his house burned down. Other than that nigga was not interacting with her. He was not doing any of that shit.
But they're still married?
They were still married.
And he still took care of her financially.
He did what he had to do as a husband. And that's what he did. But when you see them around each other, them niggas straight argued all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay. I don't know if the love is here. That's like her best friend. And he's like her best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what it was. But now Muggs not willing to deal with that.
I kind of don't want to take the conversation this way, but I kind of got to ask now.
Go ahead.
Do y'all see the benefits of getting married?
Yes, to the right person.
I see how it could be beneficial. But again, like Keisha said, it has to be to the right person.
How?
How can marriage?
What's the benefit? Yeah, what's the benefit? Give me like 4 or 5, like 3 or 4 reasons, 3 or 4 benefits or something.
He said 4 or 5, 3 or 4.
Something. Give me a couple of them things.
Girl, he been on that bottom.
I need a couple.
What's the benefit of being married? Is what he's trying to say.
I just need a couple.
What's the benefit?
That's so blanket though. Yeah, it's beneficial, and then not like how. I don't understand.
That's not, nigga. You answered the question, so I answered it. But if you want me to go into detail, I feel when you it's awesome finding somebody that you want to share your life with. That's a benefit. Like, it's an internal feeling. I don't know about like any other benefits. I mean, I'm sure you guys can flourish together if you guys have your own separate shit, but you either say he's the hustler and she's the mind work. That's an awesome ass combination. You know, there's benefits of it. It just depends on the person's situation.
Okay, so here's a question. Do y'all feel like there should be a limit to how long you date before you can get married?
No. I think you should have to renew a marriage. I think you should have to renew a marriage license, like a driver's license.
Yeah, I feel that way too. But I told you.
Speaking of driver's license, I think they should be revoked after 65.
Like your driver's license got to get renewed every 10 years, 5 years. That marriage license got to be.
I feel exactly the same way because as you get older, you change. Like, so if you got married at 21, your views of the world at 30 are not the same.
You can roll up on it like, hey, look, this marriage license about to expire next week. So
I still want to keep it. No, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, like, look.
Yo.
Hey, look, buddy, I agree. How you feel right now? Because I see your face. You like, no. It's forever.
Think about it.
Like, bro, I feel like
they had started that years ago. Do you know how many lives that would have saved for these?
Hey, bro, you know we should expire.
I feel like, I feel like that shit. I always say I feel like the first marriage, that shit should go like a Netflix subscription, month to month, and you cancel that shit. That's my idea of marriage in the first time. So you don't, because I feel like first time first time married people don't realize, like some people just want to be married to be married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they want to please, like a lot of motherfuckers, like Raynetta said, they are out here pleasing their parents.
The first time I got married is because I felt like I had to be responsible. I didn't have anybody older than me giving me any advice on the situation. Found out she was pregnant. I was like, well, the responsible thing to do is for us to get married and let's try to make this family work. Nobody was like.
But where did that idea come from that was the right thing to do?
Just upbringing, man. Just I guess TV and shit. I don't know. I really don't know where I got that from. I don't remember
society. Society, honestly. Yeah. That is what is ingrained in you.
You gotta man up and accept your responsibilities as a man, and you gotta marry her because
so I was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it work, and everybody hits you with marriage ain't easy, it's hard. So now I'm dealing with whatever I'm dealing with, and she dealing with whatever she dealing with, because we both young as a motherfucker. I'm 19, she 21 or some shit, and we just giving each other hell. But we both been raised around it ain't no easy road. You gotta work through all the trouble, and then you got people bringing the Lord in. And now you got the religious.
You're supposed to stick through your man through everything. You're supposed to be there. No.
Now you got the religious standpoint of it, where you know in the Bible, God. So, I don't know. It was more for a responsibility than it was for me thinking that, I'm so in love and I want to be together forever. I mean, the love was there. I'm not going to deny that part, but I didn't have to get married. I just thought that was the most responsible decision.
Okay.
Society.
Yeah, society. I mean, a lot of shit. Like, don't get married until you're ready to get married. Don't listen to your parents.
If you ever want to get married,
yes,
it's okay.
And I mean, like, that's okay if you don't. But at the same time, don't let other people influence you.
Yeah, exactly.
To get married, and I think that's where we're at with it. Like, is that a dream for a lot of people? Yes, I get it, but make sure you're making the right decision.
So what do you say to the people that are anti-marriage?
I mean, eventually, that's my business. Yeah, like you might change your mind about that shit.
All the benefits I heard of marriage from Lena can be done without a marriage.
And it probably can be. I didn't say that it couldn't be. You asked me personally what my motherfucking opinion was, and I gave that.
She used motherfucking opinion.
You see her face too?
Yeah,
no, I mean, but I get it. I get where everybody coming from with it. Like, but just don't let other people influence your decision. That's all I'm saying. Don't be bullied into being married when you really don't feel like that's the right decision. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I like I don't want to share that.
Do y'all think prenuptial agreements are a sign that the person does not plan on being with you forever?
No,
not a sign.
Like, motherfuckers take that shit. Like, okay, if I built an empire. And I'm getting married. Yeah, if I built the empire by myself, you wasn't here, and I'm marrying you based off of meeting you and being around you and shit, then maybe a prenuptial agreement is in the works.
So what you gonna say to you? So you don't think we gonna last forever? You think
I don't give a fuck what they think like that? Like, why are you thinking like that? I would ask you to marry me if I didn't think it was gonna last.
You think I would take half of your shit if we broke up? Why you even think we
I do. Yes. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes, like come on, baby.
Like come on, no. Like if you have a kid with somebody, child support is in the air.
Like that's just crazy.
Like
definitely.
To think I built some shit by myself and you come in.
Ray and Keisha, y'all agree? Prenup or no prenup?
The prenups? I'm prenups.
Yeah, like I don't know why motherfuckers are so big on not, or that means like you're not into that person or they're gonna be with you for your like, dude. I'm just protecting myself.
I said at the end of the day, it's about protecting yourself.
Like what the hell you gained on your own?
Yeah.
Now, if y'all both didn't have shit, what the fuck you signed a prenup for?
Because the prenup is basically for what I had before we got together. Basically,
if I got $20, you got $20. I'm not worried about.
It's what I had before I got with you. So if I'm good before I got with you and you good before you got with me, and that's what we're signing this prenup for. But now what we acquire together will have to be separated. But what I had before you is mine, and what you had before me is yours. So you take yours and you go your way and I go mine, and they split the rest of this shit up.
A motherfucker will get divorced. A motherfucker will get divorced and be like, she took everything. Like, nigga, she took $100. Like, bro, chill. Chill, bro.
You can't say
like,
she took everything if you came in this bitch with nothing.
Yeah, like, yo, y'all tripping right now.
I don't get that shit. I ain't like that. I
don't
walk out of a whole goddamn apartment, furnished and everything. I'll leave. It's cool. Nah, I don't give a fuck.
It ain't.
I think that's big boy shit. Like, if you ain't got shit, she ain't got shit. What the fuck you signed a prenup for? If you really love that person, like, dude, you ain't got shit, she ain't got shit. What the fuck?
You gotta get married, man. Just get life insurance policies and power of attorneys, and you good. Get a living will. There you go.
Yeah, like prenups is for big shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna get a prenup
out of my tax bracket, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Not my future bracket though, because I'm finna make it.
Like, yo, my mixtape finna drop. I gotta sign this prenup.
Man, what? Hey, you need to buy this mixtape.
I got the most fire mixtape coming out. We need to sign this prenup.
I don't know. Mixtape might be fire. What are you talking about?
I know. And that bitch might sell 100 units. Like, nigga, it's not, you ain't, like, it ain't like that, bro. So what you worried about the shit for? That's all I feel like. Like, I feel like with social media, regular people be discussing shit that they'll never get to. Like, they'll never obtain.
Because they feel like they these celebrities and they ain't got shit.
Yeah.
They barely can afford the shit that they got in their house, and they thinking they out here living the life that everybody else living.
Right. You got 100,000 followers, but you're doing your OnlyFans on an air mattress. Like, yo, really? Like, come on, man.
That's why I said social media affects.
Get your twin bed. Get your twin bed with a nice bed frame. And then
But you know, a lot of these people thrive off of the social media attention.
Yeah.
It's like,
and everybody got something to say. I don't know why motherfuckers pay attention to everything everybody got to say. Like,
I think that plays a part. I don't know why people get offended by what everybody does. Just let these people be people, man.
Yeah, and if you don't agree with it, let it be.
Or post your fucking phone, iPad, tablet. You ain't got to see it. That's the awesome shit. You ain't block it. The fuck?
I think that social media followers and likes is a direct correlation to how people act in public. So meeting a person with 200,000 followers on Twitter and everybody sharing their shit, they've been viral a couple times. It gives people the perception of popularity in a very smaller community. Like, just because your shit popping on Twitter, which is everywhere, don't mean I'm gonna walk past you in Atlanta and know who the fuck you are. But people act like that.
Right.
So
but you have that, you get that, hey, you that comedian guy.
You have that celebrity personality because your shit is decent on Instagram or something. But I don't know who you are in Lenox Mall. And if I did try to talk to you because I found you attractive or I just wanted to talk to you, you're gonna give me the celebrity pushback as if this mall parking lot is Twitter. No, it's not.
Yeah, that shit is a drug. That shit like heroin for real.
Yeah, like it gives people a false sense of importance.
Turn your likes off and see how much you post after that.
Like my little shits then went viral a couple of times. I done made some little memes and shit, but don't nobody fucking know me.
Right.
But some people not catching on to that. Yeah. Like, just because your shit when you didn't have fucking 20,000 shares because the shit was hilarious, nobody's gonna recognize your family. Looking at your meme, not your pictures. The quote was hilarious, but
even if they look at your picture, bro, I still don't know you. Even if I see, oh, that's that dude from the internet, I don't gotta say, hey, I know you're that guy from the internet. The fuck? Why?
Yeah. Well, people, I think genuine like contact with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I could walk around the city and some people know me from doing comedy, some people don't. But I don't really care about that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that doesn't bother me like that to where somebody else be like, yo, you need to Google me. You don't know who the fuck I am. Like, bro, you got 400
Sir, you don't know who the fuck you are.
I think it's different. If you gain your popularity from actual physical interactions, I think it's different than you.
It's a whole different type of love, man. Because if you got 100,000 followers, maybe 200 give a fuck.
It's a genuosity for me. Like, for these lights and videos they put up, they have to work for that shit. They have to get the right angles and they have to try to get likes from, trying to make
but
people
see, I
happy
guess
or
I'm
whatever they
just
do.
different. I don't even want to. I don't give a fuck about this internet shit. Give me 3 or 4 solid motherfuckers that I know in my corner. I'm good with that. Like, what difference do it make if these internet people are following you or not?
But that's the age we're living in now.
Fame or fortune? Fame or fortune? This is what we're in. Fame or fortune?
Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Give my money. I don't want you to know who I am.
Just you ain't gotta know who the fuck I am. Paid me, nigga.
So you want to be the richest
motherfucker? If you know who I am, you think I got money, then you gonna come and try to rob me or whatever.
Yeah,
you think I got? Right, just give me my money and let me be low key. I don't want.
I like being low key. I love being low key, and I'm broke, so I know I'm gonna love being low key when I got some money.
Fame or fortune, Keisha?
Fortune. I'm not an attention grabber. I don't. If you see me, it's because I want to be seen. So what do I need fame for?
So you ain't dropping that mixtape that you said you was working on?
Excuse me. You are giving me.
I thought it was
somebody
you put.
Else.
What is it? I put the K in calculus. volume 1. Volume 1.
I put the K in calculus.
Volume 1, man.
Buddy, fame or fortune, brother?
Definitely fortune. Too many responsibilities on being famous.
Hey, yeah.
That's true too.
You know how much shit you can't say because you famous?
Man, if you sucking dick in the parking lot, make sure you
can't even talk about your personal experiences. He might have really seen some dick sucking in the parking lot.
Exactly. Like, yo, I just saw a female sucking dick. You be like, oh, that's something I do.
So definitely not the fame. Which brings me to this question: would y'all date a celebrity being a non-celebrity?
It depends on the level of celebrity.
What do you mean by that?
It depends on how they handle their fame.
There's levels of celebrity.
Okay, so what do we mean by celebrity?
What like somebody exactly? Who we all know?
An A-list celebrity?
We all know the baby.
Oh no!
What?
We all know some big name person who's a good movie star. We all know Tom Cruise.
So you're talking about an A-list celebrity? The outside.
No, not at all.
No,
Rihanna, Beyond, like big name.
No.
Why?
No, not the level I'm at.
You gotta share them with the world, and then they're gone half the time trying to make that money that y'all spending and whatnot.
This goes back to the shit that we have with the like the love language shit. I like attention and I like physical touch. If you are an A-list celebrity, you're always doing something. You're always gone. Even if I'm with you, we got to be in the public eye. I'm good with that. No, thank you. No.
Right?
No, I couldn't do it.
Why's that?
Because as soon as I'm there and you up here hugging on him or you rubbing his back the wrong way, I'm ready to fight you. So no.
buddy, can you date a celebrity? I could date a celebrity. I will take a backseat to a fucking celebrity. I'm good.
I'm kind of indifferent, man. I don't know, because it depends on if I'm being watched. Because I still want to do what I want to do.
You're gonna be watched because you that person.
You're going to be watched as soon as
like you in the public eye. So you just chose fortune over fame. You date a celebrity, an A-list celebrity, you're gonna be famous. Niggas is gonna Google you. Niggas is gonna troll you when your spouse fucks up.
I can't do it. Because when Nicki Minaj married a boy that nobody knew, he started getting hella smoke.
But you gotta be built for it. A lot of
motherfuckers
ain't built for it. A lot of motherfuckers like.
He wasn't nobody.
That nigga already had smoke. He wasn't nobody, but he had smoke because he was already on trial for shit.
But nobody knew about that shit.
Right. No. Nobody knew about it until he married Nicki, and now it's all over the world.
Yeah.
No, can't do it. Because I could
walk past a nigga right now and still wouldn't know.
Like but you wipe your nose and scratch your booty, they gonna talk about you. No, I'd be ready to fight everybody.
Girl, what?
Every time somebody come, they just say
that goes back to it makes news, but it's shit that everyday people do, but people expect you not to do it because you're a celebrity. Like that's that shit that irks. Like, bro.
Well, I mean, back in the day, we just had the National Enquirer, and that was some shit you walk by in the grocery store and you're like, "Yo, that shit ain't real." Until you find out like 5 minutes later that shit real than the motherfucker. A lot of shit, other than them finding aliens and doing autopsies, like. A lot of that damn celebrity news was real in the National Enquirer. But Now you got the shade room and all that goofy shit. Like I could do it. Will it be tough? Fuck yeah. Because sometimes you gotta bite your tongue. You know what I'm saying? To protect your spouse, or whatever. But I could date a celebrity, but it wouldn't be easy. I admit that, but yeah, I don't know.
I've been that person every other thing talking about she done spazzed out on this person. She every time they see me getting in out the car, I'm cursing them out because they got the cameras in my face. Fuck no, not at all.
Like if it's taking more energy from me to be in this relationship than it is pouring into me, what the fuck am I there for?
And you know what's fucked up? You're gonna be Kevin Federline. That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be Kevin Federline, bro. You're gonna be famous for dating a famous person, so it's never gonna stop.
What?
So that fame that you didn't want, that's what the fuck is gonna be.
No,
I mean, being a rapper baby mama is like popping like for the last couple years.
That's because motherfuckers want to fuck them to say they fuck such and such baby mama. It ain't about her dating a rapper.
It ain't even about her.
Yeah,
like, at that point, it's not even about her.
But they getting bags off having these babies now.
Hey, but these rappers ain't A-list celebrities, bro. They're not going to the Met Gala. They ain't fucking doing this goofy shit. Like, a lot of these rappers ain't doing all that shit. And a lot of these rappers, baby mamas, like, these mothers, like, what the fuck are these bitches? Women. Women.
Bitches.
That's crazy.
St. Louis Creole Bombshell.
Oh, God, you say it so wrong.
Lena Dane. What are your social media handles, man?
You can catch me at Elena Hewlett on Facebook, Lena Dane on Instagram, and STL Creole Bombshell on Twitter.
You want to do BJ shit today?
And Thirst Trap Creole on Snapchat.
Yeah, I do.
You do BJ shit today. All right.
Follow her at Thirst Trap Creole on Snapchat.
Right now, though, what are your social media handles?
Raynetta Byers on Facebook, Mahogany_Ray on Instagram, and at Royal Pettiness on Twitter.
Keisha from Calculus. What are your social media handles, man?
Keisha Stansberry on Facebook.
Respectfully.
Keisha_from_calculus on Instagram.
Respectfully.
And Keisha Calculus on Twitter.
Respectfully.
And Pink Light Special on Snapchat.
You know what?
Look, you see how Ray just shook her head?
Caught that shit you throwing, buddy.
You see how Ray just shook her head? She's over you, buddy. She's over you, buddy. Buddy. Buddy, what's your social media handle, sir?
Follow me at Buddy would be on Instagram, Buddy would be on Snapchat.
Respectfully.
And Buddy would be on, that's it.
Respectfully. BJ/STL Creole Bombshell.com/ What you got?
Okay,
What's the hashtag tonight?
So I ain't got no Facebook, so you can't follow me on there. But you can follow me on Instagram at hashtag. I put the K in calculus.
Hopefully, BJ will be back next week. I'm Pandemic Proof Lou. Follow me on Facebook at Lucious Williams, Instagram King Lucious the Great, Snapchat King Lucious the Great, YouTube Lucious Williams Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all that goofy shit.
Right.
This is Lucious Williams Podcast, episode 46. This is my friends. Follow them, share them, and fuck with us.
And don't be eating booty. It's Sunday.
Man, but I'm going to do it anyway.